It's a broccoli salad from Costco.
Beautiful. You
Joe's Madness or Joanne's Madness broccoli salad.
I just took a bunch of broccoli, chopped it up, and put it into the oven with some like Italian seasoning and
bacon and cheese, man. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It like you could eat it by itself.
Good idea. I love broccoli.
Yeah.
And broccoli is good for PCOS.
Yep.
Good to know.
Yep.
PCOS awareness.
Yep. Right?
Okay.
Hey.
Mike, you let us know when you start.
Rocco said he's ready for the session.
I don't know what.
Isn't that right?
I don't know what he's
Druid?
barking at, but yeah. I've already started streaming. Just FYI.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you, wife, go to your YouTube and just see if it's working on my end or on your end? You can hear all of the audio. Easy returns. Gus, if you can actually go to Twitch, because I know you follow me on Twitch.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shut up. Okay.
Just, can you hear the audio? There's a delay.
Rocco,
So the video download was canceled.
let me mute you guys.
It says the video download was canceled. Please try again. What?
Yeah.
What?
Let me see.
Oh, what? It's
Ruh-roh.
Jewelry and 2 butlers.
Yeah, I mean it's showing up here. Yeah, I mean it's showing up here. Yep, I'm getting audio from my Twitch. You? Cool. You can go ahead and close out of that. Make sure you have your character sheet up. Alright. Well, ready whenever you guys are.
Okay. Now that I'm actually signed in to Twitch. Okay, beautiful. It's working now.
Cool.
Cool.
Enjoy open in a Introducing Subway's new Sub Club. Now members get every 4th foot
so
long
what
free.
that,
4 foot long.
I've got somebody playing about Subway.
All right.
that you? That's not me.
Sorry, no, that was
I
me
heard
playing
that
the
too.
commercial.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was about to say, that sounds like a commercial on my Twitch. That's kind of how I get paid a little bit from Twitch.
Yeah. I'm gonna be running your stream in the background, so that way.
Like,
Yeah, so that way you get a little change.
I appreciate that. Yeah, the ad revenue, I have to make I think $50 or $100 in order for Twitch to send me money.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's weird.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get started.
okie dokie.
Alright. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad that this is finally, we're getting close to the end of Oath of the Ember Deep. This is the 13th episode, and currently you guys are in Deadstone Valley, near Deadstone Cleft. Go ahead and axe the DM slides. Okay. So last we left off, the Dask had come through one of the hardest fights that you guys have had so far as a group. The band of, oh my goodness, they were Jackalwares. The band of Jackalware raiders were out in nearby, like they were nearby the tower that, or not the tower, but the fort that you guys were staying at, and Yarno made the call to attack them. And of course, of which Clark almost lost his life. He went down under a wave of blades and the fury of these Jackalwares, and thanks to you guys, he was dragged back by your efforts. So Clark, coming back, let you guys know that he's very aware that he is standing because you all refused to let him die. In the aftermath, when you guys got back to camp, the calm of the camp was broken between Bram and Clark, snapping at each other in front of everyone, bringing a very long-standing, buried tension between the two of them out into the open. Bram weaponized Clark's past in order to gain the upper hand of this argument, and Clark, of course, walked away furious and wounded in spirit, as you guys were able to see. Afterwards, you guys made your way out during the daytime and pushed deeper through Zone 2 of Deadstone Valley, and you guys found a ancient tower, far older than any raider or any elf or any being that you guys have met so far. What you guys found was a massive dwarven tower rising out of the scarred stone of the Deadstone Valley, probably built in the 1st or 2nd era, meant as a kind of like a holy temple to reach the dwarven gods. Since then, in the last 150, maybe 200 years, it's been used as a watchtower to provide enemy locations or intelligence on enemy locations in the last 50 to 100 years. Of course, there were a lot of fights that have happened out here. You guys have uncovered old relics, old ballistas and things like that. Now as it stands, this tower, hollow and weather-beaten, its inner chambers are laid bare, and its purpose is left nearly forgotten. As you guys reached the inside of this ancient structure, you guys discovered that sleeping within it is a stone basilisk. It's curled up and sleeping amid the rubble and old carvings. And that's where we left off. You guys are currently, it is, I think, it's getting close to dusk. The sun has reached golden hour, peering through the hallowed halls of this dwarven tower. You guys are in silence, all amongst yourselves, communicating with none other than maybe hand and arm signals and whispers as you guys approach this large sleeping basilisk. I'm going to go ahead and end this in the pregame music. With the air and the dust and the miasma in the air glimmering as you guys are watching this creature, the only thing that fills the air as far as sound is this sleeping creature. Coiled around what you guys believe is some kind of treasure, maybe food, or something else. what would you guys like to do?
Is there any like loose structure around this beast that we might be able to like sneak around and tie some rope to it, and like all of us together just kind of pull it down, and basically we're going to initiate combat that way?
So this thing is about 20 feet long, and it has about 8 legs. This thing is a massive creature, and looking at it, a rope, if you try to tie a rope around its tail, this thing could probably lift all 4 of you with its tail alone.
No, I'm talking about like one of the like these stone structures that are kind of like scattered around that are still standing. If any of them seem loose, that we can, you know, try to like bring that down on it and get some decent damage, because this is our only place for camp.
Right. I don't think it would really require a perception check for this. The stone statues look pretty sturdy. I think that if you reasonably wanted to tie this creature to, and like basically tether this creature to a stone structure, you could pretty reasonably do it. Now, let me see. Given that, though, I do want to provide some context for distance here, because the distance is a little bit different. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, in total, this is about 30 feet in length. So, if you guys have, let me see, if you guys had something that's probably 30, maybe 60, something a little over 100 feet of rope, you could do it for sure.
I mean, Kaori and Kriona, you guys should have rope between the two of you, right? Should have like 50 feet or something, 50 feet or so. No, at least like 50 feet between the two of you.
I want to say yes.
Because I know for a fact that I don't.
I have 25 feet.
But I also think that even if we try to tie this down, I think he's just gonna stop.
if
like just blow through our rope.
That is true. My two.
Oh yeah, I found it. I have 30 feet of rope.
you have 30 and you have 25,
Yeah.
so that's 55. We need at least like 60.
Because then we still need to wrap it around the leg.
Yeah.
There is the central structure here. You might be able to get this. So this from this structure, you'd probably need about maybe 40 feet to get the circumference of it, but then you'd probably only need about maybe 20, 30. So yeah, you'd probably need about 60 to get all of this. If you have anything else, if you could create anything, it's up, you know.
I just want to do a point of clarification.
Mhm.
Today you mentioned it was a stone basilisk, but last session you mentioned it was a
Sand basilisk.
Oh, okay. That's my fault. Yeah. It's
Okay.
a sand basilisk.
It is a sand. Okay.
Mhm.
Just thank you. Just a point of clarification.
Yeah, there's...
Do you think we need to like eliminate this creature first before we do exploring, or do you think we can establish the viability of this place for camp?
Are those...
Or just like leave?
Where do those stairs lead to?
Oh, those stairs lead beneath the there's some beneath the stone structure. There's like a, from what you can tell, like looking down there, they're very gently like broad steps, but the temple's made for dwarves. So, but they do lead to like a basement structure. I will say there's some broken steps that lead some way up the tower. but the entire interior of the tower is open, so you can see some of the stone steps, and there's other pieces of it that are broken off. I'll illustrate those if you guys want to go up those steps. They look sturdy enough in the areas where they are still standing, but for the most part, you can tell that this thing has weathered thousands of years of storms and weather in this valley.
Kind of want to go.
The structure that I'm standing next to, is this... I'm assuming that that's a knight standing on a pedestal.
Right, yeah. Just like all these destroyed ones. Yeah.
Yeah, how tall is this pedestal? Can I climb up onto it?
Yeah. So you could probably get like over on the base here, and if you wanted to climb the person, it would just take I'd probably say it's a DC 15 athletics check.
Okay.
So athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you want to use to try to make your way up, like to scale this.
Okay, team, what do you think we should do?
I don't know. I kind of wanted to go.
I think we're all in like different. I think we're all in different things. What's his name? Sad Matt Mercer.
Sad Matt Mercer.
Olatris.
Olatris. There you
Jeez.
go. I'm sorry. I think Olatris wanted to go down the.
Yeah, I wanted to go check down the stairs, see what's in the basement. Maybe we can find some other rope or something else that we might be able to use to battle this thing.
But he said it's
Okay.
for like dwarves, no?
Yeah.
So only
So
only
only I
dwarf
can
can go
go.
down
so
there?
yeah, so guess who's gonna be the one that has to go down and spelunking. Just whatever you do, don't make any sound.
I also think she's our heavy hitter at top, to be honest.
Yeah, with her.
Kind of don't want to lose her by herself down there.
Well, as long as we all stay quiet while she's out there spelunking,
Still sleeping?
we should be okay.
This guy's still sleeping?
Yes. Yeah. This
I mean, I guess.
yeah.
You're gonna have to leave Beast Stallion with us.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Beast Stallion is with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll
I'll tell
hold
Coyote,
that up.
like, can you watch up real quick and we'll go down
Okay.
You're asking me to watch over an animal? Woman, what do you think I am?
There you go. Beast Stallion's in.
Oh no, he was already in.
Okay.
He was already.
Did I miss something?
Kriona was riding him.
Oh, I
Oh,
see. He is
there he
below. You know what? You're right. You're right. Okay. There we go. Something a little bit more obvious. Okay. So you're gonna dismount the stallion and then go down. Okay. Let's see. Ungroup. All right. As you start walking down, Mika's like, you can see Mika, and she's like, "Do you want me to come with you?"
there. Yeah. Is it dark down there?
From what you can tell, yeah, but I'm pretty sure dwarves come with dark vision.
Go to your character
So-
sheet. It should be right there under.
Features? Traits?
Yeah. Yeah, you should see something in there that says dark vision.
Yes.
Dark vision.
With a range of 120 feet.
Oh, there you go. You have 120 feet of vision.
It's fantastic.
Okay. Do we
Okay.
want to bring Mika? Mika saved your life. She could save ours,
And I've saved her too.
so she could save us.
She can save you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say take Mika.
But you're
Kaori, I would tell you I would want you to take high ground. Because you have your pistol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking how tall that base was.
Yeah, no, I think you should go up the stairs if you can make it without falling and making sound to wake this guy up. Cause yeah, while they're going down there, yeah, we kind of need to like establish
Wait,
something.
you're not going down there?
I can't fit down there. I'm too tall.
Can't fit.
Okay.
Mika could maybe fit because she can like.
Yeah, she can
scroll.
she can get down and
The heading's wide enough for anybody to make it through. This is it's like a grand staircase, and the heading over top, it gently slopes down. So it looks like it's a staircase made for giants, but it's like the drop off is so it's made for like medium-sized people. This is think of it as in like you're in a cathedral almost. For real life.
oh, so then all of us basically could go.
Yeah, all of you could go. Yes.
All right. Well then, fuck it. All of us will go. We just need
I
to
think
find.
someone should stand watch though for this dude.
True. B-side will
Do you-
be right there, right where he is, and then
Do you
I don't
know?
mind standing behind this statue.
Do you have
Like,
like send
even-
message or anything?
I have. Yes, I have a message, but it can only be a target within range, and my range is 120 feet. So I can only really see up to the end of the stairs.
All right.
Or I can stay with you guys, but only until the top of the stairs.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We don't know how far down this thing actually goes. Like how big this basement is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Stairs.
It's gonna have to be stairs. I mean, we need some other way to subdue this creature.
Yeah. Alright.
But I would
We shall all salute
I would
quietly.
move B Stallion somewhere else. Don't leave Stallion here.
yeah, out in the open.
Out in the open, near this basilisk.
You think B-Stallion can hide behind the base? See how there's like space between the base and the stairs?
I was
Maybe outside.
DM, can you zoom out real quick?
Of course.
Outside.
Yeah, I would say outside and to the right, like behind that wall,
Yeah.
like a little further down.
Okay, so like right here.
No, back down more. Like I would want him to be safe,
Out of sight.
So like if this thing just somehow wakes up and goes out that direction, I don't want Stallion to be seen by him. So like I would probably put him down by where where the statue is standing, right behind that pillar.
Okay. So
No,
like right here.
other side.
Oh, okay.
No,
other side?
on the other side on the right.
Here?
No,
3 o'clock.
Oh, right on the right.
3
no,
o'clock.
yeah, 3 o'clock.
Okay, there we go.
No, 3
More
o'clock.
than 3 o'clock. You're currently
I'm
at.
sorry.
You're at 12.
You're
Go to
currently
3.
at 12 o'clock.
Go to 3
Go
o'clock.
to 3.
Keep going.
You're
Keep
the
going.
one.
You keep going in that same direction. But outside. Keep going down. Down.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I see. You guys are talking about the tower just like as a whole.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, the tower as a whole. So yeah, like yes.
The
yes.
broken
Yeah.
pieces are, yeah.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
yeah. So like he's out of sight. So if this thing wakes up and walks out that way.
This statue.
No.
Okay. It's all
I'll
coming
quickly
together.
run over there right now and be like, just stay here, lay down, and we'll be right back. And then we'll go. That's fine.
Yeah, let's head downstairs. Let's see what we can find down there.
Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So as you guys go down, I don't really have a like a robust map for this, so I'm going to just paint. I'm just going to give you guys like a real basic. Let's see. I'm just going to give you guys something real basic, okay?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, no, go away. Go away, extra map. Oh man, it didn't copy it over. I'm so sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy. Okay, so as you guys head down these stairs, you guys come to, there's a massive archway and an open clearing. The tower itself smell like, I would say the air in this basement smells like very dank and very moldy. It's probably from like years and years and years of rainwater kind of seeping into this place. So most of it is sitting water. The water's color is like a murky, nasty, like brown green from algae kind of living on the surface of this water. Nothing is living in it. But essentially, you know, I think what I'll do instead is I'll just narrate this instead, just because, like, as much as I would love to like build out this map, I think it would be better to just describe it. So there's a couple things that are down here. One of them is a very, very large mirror that is sitting kind of on one of the far walls in the water. It's very bulky, but you can see that it has it looks like it's got like these fixtures that it can hook into a wall, or it's made to hook into a wall, of course, with a lot of like supervision. There's some stuff that might be able to help move it, but overall this mirror, this large mirror, probably stands about maybe 8 feet high, probably about 6 feet across. The second one is there are many crates that are down here that contain things like rock, dust, and sand, probably used as like maybe sandbags against ballistas and like bolt and arrow fire. These are probably used in like, again, in conflicts past to help fortify the tower, and probably also used to keep the rainwater from coming through the great entrance. The last thing that you guys find down here is a let me see, does anybody have can anybody read Dwarven? I think Cowrie can.
No, I can't.
Or no, sorry, Creona, my bad.
Yeah.
You should be able to read and speak and read Dwarvish. Okay.
Languages?
This one is...
You can? Okay.
Yeah. There's a large, there's like a very stout iron and clay cylinder that's kind of halfway submerged under the water. But if you empty it, it looks like there's like a warning label on the side. It looks like it's a container, and it looks very like heavy and awkward, but it's Creona's, based on your understanding of like Dwarven culture, it looks like it's a smoke cask. These things are used for religious purposes. You've used these before, like smaller versions of them in the Temple of the Ember Deep.
All right.
Some of the other things that you guys see down there is like those large blocks used for like stone masonry, like there are upstairs. These blocks have been extremely weathered, have a lot of water damage on them, and are cracked. That'd be the last thing that you guys find in this basement.
And Cowrie casts message.
Yes.
To the entire party. Or one creature at a time.
Yeah. Let me. Can you read off message, like what it does?
point towards a creature within range and whisper a message, the target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
So that sounds like it'd be a single target ability, but if it's a cantrip, you could use.
It's a cantrip.
Okay. So you'd have to send one message at a time, and it would be to one individual. But just I would say, kind of package up like what message you want to send to who. And if it's the same message to like everybody, then I'll allow that. Especially if you guys aren't in combat.
Just because I want to keep everything in a whisper, and I don't want the basilisk to hear us.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna like whisper to everybody of the different things that we've found so far. We 100% need to somehow break this mirror. How big was the mirror? You said it was 8 feet?
8 by 6, yeah. And it looks like it's like a heavy duty mirror. It's made to basically sit as a wall fixture.
If we break it,
You could.
like if we smash it,
Can I walk up to it and see like if I can like sense like any like if this is like some sort of magical mirror?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. I'll need a 5. Anything above a 5 will work.
22 total.
22 total. After inspecting it for a little bit, it's a plain mirror. It's a nice mirror, but a plain. But there's no arcane energy flowing through it.
Okay. So what would we gain from breaking this, Kaori?
basilisks are like Medusa.
Not
When they look at
not
you, they
not,
turn you to
not
stone.
this one. This one's a sand basilisk. This one
Do
doesn't.
sand basilisks not do that? I don't know. I was like, I read a book once, I think. Well, let's be real. I did not read a book. I had somebody read the book to me.
You skimmed through it.
Nepo baby.
Tomato, potato, potato. Anyways, what I remember is that you can't look at basilisks in their eye, and something bad happens.
Mm.
That's all I know.
Yeah, if we break this thing, that's gonna make noise and it's gonna echo.
Then it should be the last thing that we get.
I could just see us just breaking this thing. This thing wakes up and is waiting for us at the top of the stairs.
Just looking at you like.
Yeah, just staring at all of us like, you guys woke me from my slumber. What the fuck? Okay. All right.
Wait, break the. Wait.
What were
sorry,
the other
what are we
items?
doing?
Huh?
Y'all thought about breaking the mirror.
But what were the other items?
Oh, your other items? They were, one of them was like a large sensor, so for smoke.
Okay.
It's got like a warning label on the side. Let's see, now that you guys have kind of ventured down in there, you can tell that the warning sign, like that warning label is written in Dwarvish. And then the other one are like these crates full of like sand, rock, and gravel that you can use as like that have been used as like sandbags, basically to keep the water out, and also to defend against like ballistas and crossbow bolts, things of that nature.
The mirror will be too loud, you guys.
Y'all, I'm not doing this for my own reflection.
Actually, Cowrie, can you give me a history check, please? I'll need an 11 in order to pass this one.
15.
15. Okay. Thinking back to the time that you read through about basilisks, you read about the different types, and that so most basilisks have vision that can turn you to stone. However, you do remember that a sand basilisk is a little bit different, and that is that its gaze instead causes its target to burn. So this one is not going to be able to turn you to stone. This one would actually be, if you stare at it for too long, or if it stares at you, it can use its searing gaze in order to deal flame damage.
Girl, no. This perfect purple hair of mine cannot be charred.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So you said like there's like sandbags and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's like sand. It's like sand. Yeah, basically like sand crates, sandbags. Yeah.
I want to pick up like as many as I can and just take them upstairs with me.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably take like maybe 3. They're about the same size and weight as a bag of concrete in real life.
Okay. Yeah, I could probably carry about like 3 of them.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, so you got about 3 of these bags together. And when you take them, and you could place them at the steps on the way up. There's about maybe 15 of them that you can take up that haven't been like absolutely destroyed by the water.
Yeah, I would take them up and I would place them at the 12 o'clock stone statue.
Okay.
And the 3 o'clock stone statue.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say that these bags are kind of like, let me take the border off of this because it looks kind of silly. All right. Yeah, so they're about this big. So 1, 2. I'm just gonna lay them out there.
Yeah, someone's sleeping right now and he's dreaming, so he's whimpering.
Yeah, the stone basilisk is also having basilisk dreams, or the sand basilisk.
Burning its enemies with its gaze.
Yeah, I have conquered these lands.
Yes. All right, so you said 15, right?
Yeah, 12, 13. Let me go. 14, 15. All right, so that's about, let me see, 4, 8, 12, 15. So that'll give you your 15 sandbags.
Yeah, so then I would probably take I would probably leave most of them right there. And I would take maybe.
Oh. Yeah, and also just so you know, in terms of height, they're probably about they're like 6 inches up. So if you stack like 4 of them, that'll give you about 2 feet of height.
Oh no, I'm not. Oh, that's not what I'm using these things for.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I appreciate that. So yeah, I would carry as many as I could, so probably 3 at a time. And I would probably put 3 in the middle between the 2 statues.
Okay.
Or actually, I would put I would do 3 in the middle.
Okay, so 3 you said out in the middle. Oh my gosh, don't do this to me. Here we go. Alright, so you're saying 3 out in the middle. Like out here?
Yeah, like a little bit further down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I would take another 3 and go down closer to the 3 o'clock statue.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, I don't mean.
Yeah.
So, like in this fashion almost.
Yeah. And for each one of those, I would have taken my one of my short swords and kind of like cut it open across the top of each one.
Okay. All right. So all these that are laid out here are open, basically.
All of them are going to be just slit open.
Gotcha. You kind of want it to be on this ring right here.
Yeah, on the ring is good.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll remember to put all of these.
So then, how many do I have?
like,
A 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 left.
6. Yeah, you got 9.
9 left. I would probably take one more to each one of the other 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then yeah, you could just leave those there. I would just imagine them as like a kind of like laid out in a like straight line almost.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't. I don't need you to. Yeah. You don't need to do that. That's just how I would have set it up. Yeah. Just leave it. Just leave it as is. That's just how I would have. How I imagine it would be. And so that way everybody else knows too. So then I would regroup with the party and I'd be like, yeah, because I assume Kaori would have said what she remembered, that this type of basilisk would burn us if it stares at us.
Yeah, my hair.
Jeez.
These split ends. No. Cannot have split ends on this gorgeous locks.
I'll grab her hair. I'll grab his hair and I'll just be like, you want me to cut him off? I can cut him off. All right. So they see me placing out these bags and cutting them open on the top. I go back to the group and I tell them, spread out. When we wake this thing up, stay as close to these bags as possible, and just use them to blind it. Throw this in.
You're not getting this mirror.
No.
Second, I gotta throw something on the map. I gotta throw something here to make it to give it a little effect. And I think, let's see. If I accidentally expose it, but okay, perfect. Let's see. Order, bring it to the front, and there we go. All right. Perfect. Okay.
Y'all are making a mistake. We should get this mirror. Who wants to wake this thing up?
Alrighty. We'll let you know.
I will.
Okay, bye.
I will go first things first.
All right, are you? And Mika's like, Mika comes up to you. So as you're about to walk, you feel a paw like grab you, and she's like,
Who's
I can.
you?
Oh, sorry, Olatris. So as you're about to go, like walk towards this thing, Mika's like, I can do this.
I will grab Mika's paw, walk back, have everybody into a group.
Okay.
And not casting this on myself, I assume I can whisper this because I have to. It has voice. It's a voice component. I would cast Bless on all three of you.
Okay.
So, attack rolls and saving throws before my spell ends, which is a concentration spell. You guys get a D4 to every attack roll or saving throw. And then I'll look at Mika and I'll say, "Are you sure you can do this?"
Mika looks at you, and she nods, and she's like, I'm a bit stealthier. I can wake it up. She asks for thinks for a minute, and is like, if I wake this up, what do you want to do? Like, do you want it to come for you? How are we going to deal with this once it is awake?
We are taking all of the sand that you can carry in your hands, wake it up, and when its eyes fixate on you, throw the sand in its eyes. So we need to blind this thing as much as possible.
She's like, all right. She's gonna walk over the open sandbag.
Before Mika leaves. Wait, so Mika's gonna bring sand with her?
Yes, she would carry.
Yeah,
she would
got
carry
like a little pouch.
Yeah.
And she's gonna create this little tiny sand pouch and then fling it.
Okay.
So she's gonna go over there, poke it in its face. So when it opens its eyes, she's just bam, and right there in both of its eyes.
You just make sure you tell Mika not to be in his gaze.
Oh, he's up to do it.
Because then Mika's gonna catch on fire.
No, not Mika. We need Mika.
Meanwhile, while everyone's still doing this, Howard's gonna pass Unseen Servant.
Okay. All right.
What
So
is that?
you pass. Let's see.
Unseen Servant is a
What does it look
spell-
like when you do that?
As I do this, I just do my hair like very Glinda-like and go toss.
No.
I do this little like speckles of like purple dust come up like scattering from it and then forming a nice little cute little purple panda.
Purple panda? Okay. Wow. Let's see.
But actually it says it's an invisible medium force.
Okay.
So this servant springs into his existence within an unoccupied space on the ground within range. It has
I see.
10 hit points, strike point, but it cannot attack. It can do simple things like that. Any simple things that humans can do.
Okay. So when you summon this this being, like what does the magic look like as this creature is coming into existence, this panda unseen servant?
Like purple vine-like lights.
Okay, so like these these purple lights kind of slowly, descend, and as these lights are revealing this creature with with big furry paws, and because it's an unseen servant, and you said it's a panda, this creature has the appearance of a panda, but is wearing a butler suit.
Yes.
And this panda is like, "Good day, sir. I believe it is our first time meeting. And you are..."
My name's Cowrie the Magnificent.
"Master Cowrie, he's like, what may I do for you today?"
We are about to embark on a wild journey of getting rid of this sand basilisk, and we may require help holding and moving around some sand.
Of course, yes. And a sand basilisk, you say?
Yes.
Dreadful creature.
Oh, I know.
We will dispose of it expeditiously.
Thank you. Thank you. As you understand.
Okay.
I'm glad somebody understands.
Indeed. So this your purple panda basilisk, where do you want him to go? Like what would you have him do?
Well, Alatris wants to have us ready by the sand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here I'm gonna mark as a circle for this panda basilisk, or for this panda.
Panda basilisk, yes.
No, not the panda basilisk. What am I saying? The panda servant. For now, I'm just gonna have it as a green circle. Until I can find a better picture for him. But anyways, okay. So he's going to be where and do what?
He can be like in the middle of the sand that has the most sand.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I see. So you want him to be here?
So then that way he
Yeah,
can like
okay.
toss us things.
Cool. Yeah, because he can move things around.
Yeah.
And as he's moving, he stops for a second and goes, "Oh, Master Cowrie, what would you have me be called?"
TBD.
Of course, a most excellent name. I will go as
I knew it.
And so there he appears with his towel and his tea set. There we go.
Oh, man.
This is what he looks like.
I just sent you one too.
Oh, really? Hold on, I gotta see it.
Purple panda.
General. Nah, it's not the Instagram post. Oh, did you send it to me personally? Okay.
Yeah, I sent it to you personally.
He looks so excited.
You can use either one. I like that one though.
Yeah. I just wanted him to have a very like snarky, yes, of course, Master Cowrie, because Cowrie's the rich kid. So, indeed. All right. So TBD is in between the sandbags. As you see that he gets out like what looks like a tablecloth out of his like spectral inventory and begins to like move some sand with a nice little brush that he somewhere acquired onto this tablecloth, and he's like, "So once we acquire all of this sand in order to toss, when would you have me throw this, Master?"
On cue.
He nods. Very well. All right. So, okay, he's got his large thing of sand. Mika's got like a sand pouch. You all have your positions, your game plan. What do you guys do next?
I'm as Mika's gonna move to the basilisk. I'm actually gonna stand towards the middle on the on the one that's on the bottom, the sandbag that's towards the bottom. No, one up.
One up. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna position myself.
Got it.
I'm gonna have my short swords out and ready.
Okay. And then the two of you, Kaori, Kriona, what would you guys like to stay where you're at?
Oh no, I'm climbing.
Climbing? Okay, give me a acrobatics or athletics check, and you will need to beat a are you just getting up on the first like stone pillar, or are you trying to go up higher?
Just the first stone pillar.
Oh my god.
Got a natural 1.
Give me a stealth roll.
I got 18.
Okay.
So as you climb up, immediately you slip and fall forward like face first onto the stone pillar. You slam on this thing and there's a loud like clank, and it's quiet for a minute, and you hear the breathing of the basilisk reassure you guys that nothing has compromised your stealth.
Oh, phew.
Your stealthy positions. And you can see that Mika is like wide-eyed, and she like her confidence in sneaking up on this thing has quickly melted as Kaori is just sitting up there kind of sheepishly like, sorry.
Jesus.
I see that.
I'm gonna make a mental note to myself to cut Kaori's split ends off.
Don't. You cannot touch his hair, sir.
And TBD is like, Master Kaori, do you require assistance in propelling yourself over the stone statue?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm perfectly fine.
Yes. You need to get higher. Oh my god. Do not need another face plant.
I stand at the ready. All right. So Mika looks over at Elatris, and she gives like one paw up. She's like, "Are we?"
Karuna, are you gonna stay there, or are you gonna move?
Might move. How big is that base, or like how wide?
The base of this.
Yeah.
You're probably looking at about a little bit more than 30 feet. Yeah, it's probably about maybe 30, 38, 39 feet in length, and probably sits up at about maybe 5-6 feet high. So you got to give it like a small climb. But once you start climbing the statue, that's when it gets much more difficult.
So could I be right next to Kaori?
You could, yeah. You want to vault up on this thing?
Yeah, like closer to where the hand is of that statue. So, like on the
Got
other
it.
side.
Okay. So give me a acrobatics or athletics check, and you'll need to be a 6.
Jeez.
I kind of whispered loudly, Kaori, help her.
Here you go,
I
dear.
got this. I got this.
Do it at advantage if since she's helping you.
Okay. And
Okay. What was the other roll? Just out of curiosity.
She rolled a 9 the first one and a 5 the second one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you begin to slip, and Kaori like just barely catches your hand, and everything is on pins and needles at this point. Like one more fall is like, and you hear TBD's like, Another fall would be quite dreadful. It'd be compromising to us all.
Oh my god.
As Creona makes it up onto this statue, you can climb up the statue further, but obviously it's going to get more difficult as you guys go higher. So, would you guys like to go any higher on this statue?
I'm okay.
Okay. Keep in mind, this basilisk can still probably attack you. This thing is about 20 feet long, and standing up, this thing probably sits at about 8 or 9 feet high. It's a big monster.
How much higher do you think I can climb?
You could climb
Can
as
we go
high
to the
as
top
you
of the
can,
night?
as much as you want to try to roll up, to go up. It's a straight up surface basically. So it's like you'd be climbing up the legs. There are like little etches. It's a weathered statue. You could reasonably climb up it. I would say it's probably about a DC 10 difficulty to try to get further up this thing. Once you get up to about the arm's height, you're about maybe 17, 18 feet up in the air.
Okay.
But of course, if you fall, just remember that this is going to be 2D. It's going to be about a 2d6 damage if you fall
Yeah,
down.
no, I'm staying on the feet. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mika, in absolute like horror, is watching you size up the statue and thinking to yourself like, "Please don't do this. Please don't do this." And as you stop, as you turn around, and you're like, Mika's like,
Both of us with two
Mika's heart
thumbs up.
attack is, Mika's heart attack is completely subsided. She's like, okay. With that, is there anything else you guys would like to do prior to this combat encounter before we get started?
Like, can I ask TBD if I can have the sandbag that's right there, right in front of Cowrie?
He looks down at it and he goes, I'm afraid it's slightly split open. It would not be, I would not be able to hand you the contents of this in its entirety.
Can you find one that's not split open?
They're all split open.
Oh, okay.
They're all split open.
Unfortunately, he looks around and he's like, I'm only about 5 minutes old. However, it appears that all the contents of these bags are split open upon the ground. I could go downstairs at the behest of the master and fetch you one, mayhap I?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very quietly.
All right. He begins making his way downstairs. And is there anything you guys want to do while he's like down there trying to fetch another sandbag?
Would both Mika and I be able to make a sneak attack on this thing when he comes back up and gives them the bag?
Yeah, you could. You could both try to sneak attack this creature.
Yeah, I will.
You're just basically waiting on the.
I will
signal.
come around on the other side of him. No, on the other side. So he's getting. So he'll get attacked on both sides.
Oh, I see. So you want to try to go all the way around and
Yeah.
like this way? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on the other side of this stone pillar for now. Mika's over there. She can't see you. There's a brief loss of vision on the both sides. As you make your way over there, TBD comes out and reaches up over this thing and is like, Lady Creona, and presents you a sandbag.
Thank you, TBD.
Of course. Please take care that it not dirty your garments.
Yes, thank you.
And he goes back to his thing. Looking at him, you're like, I don't know how he immaculately walked through this water, but then you realize he is an unseen, sorry, like he's like a spectral servant. Anyways, that being said, Olatris, you finally kind of eclipse your way around. So now that you're on the other side of this basilisk, you come within sight of Mika. Mika looks at you. She's like,
I'll put my hand up, just go like this. I'll look at the other two, and I'll go like this to make sure that they're good, that they're ready and set. I'm definitely cutting his hair.
TBD turns around. Master Cowrie, I believe that he is requesting your you to say whether you are ready or not.
Oh, of course.
Of course. He looks up and he looks at you very casually over and like points back at Creona's like,
All right, and then I'll look back down over to Mika. Give Mika the thumbs up.
Mika nods her head. Let me get a stealth check from you, Olatris.
Oh, 8. Damn it.
Okay. So, oh wow. Okay. So as you both are sneaking up, almost simultaneously, both of you make noise. Mika rolled a 10. So hold on, let me get a perception check. As you guys are sneaking closer towards this thing, it's almost like this creature's awareness of both of you suddenly comes to, and you see that there's you see from your side that there's like a small like red eye that kind of opens up and looks like, and then focuses on you as this creature immediately turns its head towards you, Olatris, and lets out a roar. He rolled an 18 for perception.
Of course.
So, let me get everybody. Let me get a initiative roll from everyone.
21.
Damn.
Nice.
Like Cowrie, he just like feels this like new found initiative. It's like a brand new feeling to him.
Yeah.
Brand new feeling, and he's like, that's us.
21 for Kaori, 18 for me.
Is it this one?
Okay.
Yes.
19.
Oh, at 20.
20.
Oh.
20 for me. Sorry.
Okay. As this creature wakes up,
Oh no. Here we go.
Give me, actually no, you don't even need an animal handling check. Creona, you would be able to understand this. As this creature wakes up, a feminine voice comes from the center of the room, as it's a large and powerful voice, and there's an anger to it, and a defensiveness in this voice. As this creature awakens, you hear from within it, like, you attack my children, and she's like, I'll kill all of you. Like, and as this creature gets up, one of the first things that you guys see is that there's a small batch of eggs on the ground underneath her that she was coiled up around. But now as she gets stretches out her eight large legs, and the like those kind of like sand crystal looking the
Eggs.
spine, her spine begins to kind of stand on end. She looks around and sees all of you. She kind of like you can feel like there's like a heated breath coming out from her. So up first is Cowrie. What would you like to do? Hold on. prior to this, Creona, is there anything that so you understand this creature is believing that you guys are trying to attack her young? Is there anything that you'd like to say, or do you want to just continue with combat?
Oh, this is perfect for you
What?
to get into your character here.
To what?
To get into your character.
Because you can
understand it.
This basilisk. So only you hear what this creature is speaking.
Do we want to battle him, or do we want to?
We'll leave that up to you because we don't understand it.
We don't understand it.
Me and Mika, we're ready with our weapons out. So this is on you.
I'm next to you, so
Yeah.
I have whisper.
That is true. She does have whisper.
Yeah, but you can tell that she is, just based off of her voice and her demeanor, that she's confident and that she is in the prime of her life. Like, she is in absolute peak physical form, and that she is ready and willing to die for her children. So, yeah.
Can I make a perception check and see if, like, she can understand human voices?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
That's a good one. But
19.
I can
19?
understand him, and can he understand me?
That's what
You're
we're
not
asking.
sure, but
We don't know.
from what you can tell, Cowrie, because you've never really spoke to animals other than maybe pets before. Maybe it could. You're not sure. But Creona, you feel somewhat like, I mean, after understanding this creature, it's up to you.
Like, all he wants to do is protect all she wants to do is protect her kids. So,
You have spells. Remember that.
You guys have so I'm also going to do this thing where whenever you guys have turns together, right, that are unbroken by enemy turns, I will give you guys a batch turn. So essentially, the turn order goes Cowrie, Creona, Olatris, Mika. And so I'll let you guys, if you guys want to mix and match like what you do during your turns, like, you know, Mika wants to move 5 feet. You know, you guys want to push a character on their back or something like that, Mika will stab them while they're on their... This is all capable of happening within your turn block.
I'll do speak with animals. I'll try to speak to him.
Her.
Okay.
Her, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much just say that, you know, we're here to set up camp. We're not here to hurt anybody. We got ready because we saw how big you were and we were scared. So if you want to protect your kids, that, you know, then we're here to protect you guys as well.
She immediately, her eyes being on Mika, going from Olatris to Mika, immediately snaps to you, and she goes, "You, warm rock, 2 legs, too close." And you can feel like there's like a defensiveness to what she's saying. So she goes, "Oh," and after that, after you kind of get this across, she's like, "Nest is mine, eggs are mine."
Okay, then it's all yours. Like I said, we're here to set up camp. We don't want to harm anybody. We grab these sandbags to protect ourselves. You want to protect your kids? We can all protect each other.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Right click. Disadvantage. Ooh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. 11.
11? Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be tough to narrate. You could see that she thinks, and she goes, she looks up at you, and she goes, trust you, know them.
These are my friends. You trust me, you have to trust them. I can talk to them and tell them that, you know, they don't, only you and I can understand each other. They don't understand animals. So you trust me, you have to trust them. They're my friends. We came here all together. I will talk to them and let them know that, you know, you're not here to harm us. And like I said, we'll protect you, you protect us.
You can see that the spines on the back of her, like on her back, begin to recede a little bit, and you can see that she kind of comes down and looks Mika in the eye and like breathes really forcefully, and kind of pushes, and she's like, Mika moves back a little bit, in surprise. You can tell that she's like wants to intimidate others into thinking that they shouldn't, go near her. She looks up at, so she, this is really tough.
I think in the meantime, like,
Go ahead, yeah.
Kaori's like looking at Creona, and it's like very clear that there's tea between Creona and the basilisk. And so Kaori wants to insert himself, and then he goes, so girl, dish the tea. Like, what's going on?
Well, he has kids to protect. He was intimidated by us with all these sandbags, thinking that we were gonna harm him or harm her. But I told him that we're not. We're here to set up camp. And that's why he calmed down a little bit. And he said he only trusts me, but not you guys. And I told her that, you know, we all came here together. You guys are my friends. And if we're here to set up camp and protect each other. So that's the tea, girl.
Okay. I'm gonna just message this to Mika, because she kind of looks like she's in the danger zone, you know?
Mika, yeah. So Mika eventually kind of backs off. Electress, what would you guys like to do at this point?
I mean, I'm still standing at the ready because I don't know what the hell is going on. But if I see Mika backing off,
Back off.
I'll hug the center column and go around like towards Mika. Not that way. I'll go like in front of the basilisk.
Oh, I see.
And just kind of like testing the water, see how close I could have gotten before the basilisk, did something towards me. So we know the boundary.
As you're looking at her, she locks eyes with you, and then Creona, you can hear her say, "Tell them, eyes down, hands away, path only. If forget, you or she's gonna kill them," basically.
So I assume that message was relayed to us.
It's like what Gus said.
Okay. So I assume that there were still plenty more sandbags downstairs, right?
No, there's about 15-ish.
Downstairs?
Yeah, you pretty much took them all. The unseen servant, I'm just gonna say and just hand wave it and say he found an extra.
Okay.
This is everything that's available.
Okay. So then I'll look to Creona and I'll say, hey, tell your new friend here to draw a line in the, essentially like carve a line out to where it feels comfortable for us to, that's the border. That's as far as we can get to it, or as close as we can get to it. So that way we can essentially take the sand that we have, make that line, and let it know that we're going to send out a flare so the rest of our company can show up. And then we can let everybody else know to not go to that line. And that they're friendly, that they're not going to do anything to harm it. We just need a place to rest. And we'll be out first light tomorrow.
How many more people do we have?
I think maybe like 12. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Well, obviously, I tell them that, we have. Why do I keep calling him a him? I tell her that, there's. How many of us?
10 more to come.
There'll be 10 more people showing up. To do the same thing that we want to do. We just need a place to stay for the night, and we'll be out first thing in the morning tomorrow. If you want to use handbags to draw a line of where you don't want any of us to cross, we will respect that line.
She looks at you and begins to look around, and she goes, "Stonewalker, line is already drawn. You outside of far ring, so she wants you guys to stay outside of the second ring. Like, she wants the entire center of the tower."
That's fine. I mean, is that fine with you guys? So she, and obviously I'll relay it back to everyone and say that, we need to back up, and she wants us behind over where the staircases are. Are you guys fine with that?
Yeah, I mean, that'll be plenty of space for everybody. Our carriages would be
Right outside.
outside, yeah.
Yeah,
you.
she grabs, there's a small nest, and she grabs her eggs with her and takes it to the other side of the statue, to almost kind of avert your gaze as you guys go there. Mika steps up to this, she goes outside and she aims the wand in the air, and then you guys hear kind of like a off in the distance, that pop, as you guys can see some of the red flare kind of coming through the holes in the tower. Maybe after about, let me see, after about maybe an hour or so, the rest of the party shows up. So let me grab them.
And Kyrie's making sure to tell them y'all cannot go past this line.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna do too.
My hair is in danger.
Yeah, I was gonna make it a point to let everybody else know too, and that hey, carriages need to stay outside. Obviously, the one that's housing Tori can be closer to the towards the entrance.
Yeah. I was gonna
Yeah,
say the
she's
same thing. I was
staying
gonna
in the
run up
middle
to
one.
Mika, or I was gonna run up to where I see everybody and just feel like we need to stay out here. Carriages need to stay out here. There's a basilisk in there that's, trying to protect a nest, and I was able to talk to him and talk to her and, you know, say that we can stay outside of the outer circle. They go grab what's it called? I go grab Beast Stallion.
Okay. Oops.
Man, I'm like so positive that Gus had this big old battle planned out for us, and we just kind of just
Yeah.
thwarted it.
No, I so whenever I come up with encounters and things like that, I always remember before the session I was like, I'm curious to see what you guys would do
Yeah.
and how you guys would handle it. So I always try to give you guys options. I try to think of every possible thing that you guys would want to do, so that way the game feels authentic and it doesn't feel like it's like you have to fight the basilisk.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't have to fight, especially because there's somebody who can speak to animals.
Yeah, and that's a good thing too, because it's like you kind of just thought of that, like, right on the spot. Because it's like you didn't know what I was like. You didn't know if I was actually gonna, be friends with it. And
He's talented like that. Just want to
Oh,
say,
no.
he's talented.
Anyways, so as you guys, as the caravans like come to, Yarno sees. Let me see. So Yarno would see Cowrie outside, and let me see. How long does the unseen servant last for?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, so after about an hour, the unseen servant goes. At about 58 minutes, the unseen servant comes up to you, Cowrie, and it's like, Master Cowrie, I regret to inform you that, unfortunately, the link between worlds is soon ending, and that my service to you, while it shall end briefly, has not permanently ended, but I can remain here no longer. And then
PVD, you deserve your rest. Rest.
there is no rest for someone as great as you.
Oh. Yes. That is so true.
I will await you in the realms untouched by mortal hands. I bid thee farewell. As he kind of like bows to you, he slowly disappears into the ethereal, and that's that. So after about maybe about like 2.5 hours, the rest of the party shows, the rest of the caravan shows up, and they see Cowrie at the top of the hill. And Yarno's like, "Hey, Cowrie." He goes, "Well, how did it go?"
We were fabulous, as usual.
Of course. Well, it's a good thing that you guys hit the flare, because we definitely can't wait to stay inside of the tower as they begin trying to move the horses and everything up.
No.
And of course,
Nobody is staying in the tower.
what do you mean? It's supposed to rain tonight. What do you mean we can't stay in the tower?
Only to the outer rim of this circle.
I look to Yarno and I say, well, when you kind of walk in there, stay on the outer circle. You can move about it, like behind the statues, and you'll see why. We have come to an agreement with this thing that is in there.
Clark goes, "What do you mean you came to an agreement? With what? What's in there? No, seriously, what's in there?"
Very carefully go in there and go till where you can see some sandbags, and you will see.
Nope. Nope. Hearing you say that, I'll say nope. Sand basilisk. Riona made friends. We are okay. We have a boundary.
Mm-hmm.
This
Out of
is
the back of the caravans back there, you hear like maybe the voice of Bram. He's like, "You what?" and Yarno's like, "You negotiated
yes,
with a basilisk."
yes.
Yes.
He rubs his chin. He's like, "Okay, so that's one I've never seen before.
If
How
you,
does one come to an agreement with a, you know what? I don't need to know."
if you want to go see the basilisk, stay on the outer ring, and you'll see it. You go any closer, death for all of us.
The outer ring. Okay. So yeah, so Yarno's like, "Clark, Groth, come on." And he's like, "Come on, son, show me what you're talking about here."
So I'll show them.
Can you give me a perception check? Scrog kind of comes around the side with you guys, and he's like, "What's going on?"
17.
17. Okay. As you're walking towards the tower, you can hear there's a scratching of stone almost from like the opposite side of the tower where you're at. As you guys walk in, Clark's like, "Oh, hold up." He's like, "These creatures will turn," and then Yarno finishes the sentence, "turn you to stone." Yeah, we know.
Not this one. This one is a sand basilisk.
Groth's like,
this one will burn you.
"So what?" Yeah, Groth's like, "All right, what's the dip?" And he stops himself. And Yarno's like, "Okay, good to know." And he begins, and Yarno points at the first line. He's like, "Is this the line we're talking about?"
That is the line that we are talking about. So we do not cross that line.
Okay. He looks down and through the tower, and he's like, "I don't see anything."
Then we walk along this line.
All right, son. Let's
not
go.
We do not cross it.
So the three of you kind of get up to the first statue. Now this is a wall, and so Clark begins to kind of walk up the broken steps, and he's looking around, and he's like, "Are you guys?
Where you go?
You guys messing with us?" Yeah, Groth's like, "All right, I'm starting to think that this basilisk thing was more of a tall tale." And Yarno turns around, and he's like, "Cowrie, Creona, Mika, come on." And Scrog like walks up, and he's like, "You can come too, Scrog." And so he walks across the line, and he's like, "All right, I really don't know what you're talking about here." He's like, "But if you guys have if this is some sort of game or whatever," he's like, "This needs to."
Don't cross that line.
He turns around. He goes, "All right, well, I don't see anything in here. So if this is some kind of, okay, fine." He walks back across. He goes, "If this is some kind of game, then we need to be done with it. Like this is
not a game.
Never.
I would never lie to
joke
you.
about my hair. No, I would just never joke about my hair."
Mika's like, "It is there, I swear it." And he looks around.
Where the fuck did it go?
So he comes back. He's like, "All right, I think the more important question here is not where it is, but where. So we need to be across this line to be safe.
Yes.
I think wherever it went, we're just gonna play it safe tonight, and we're gonna stay within the caravans. We'll set up tents outside. We'll set up watch. And we'll pray to the gods above that this stupid fucking basilisk doesn't come and decide to eat us all for lunch. Great job, guys. I appreciate you finding this tower. I don't know about the basilisk deal. I don't know where this thing is or what it's doing, but this could be really bad. And
Please,
for a group of
please
people who
trust
have
us.
come along, listen, Creona, I trust you. I trust you, dear. The problem is the thought process that we got to getting to this situation, right? You don't make a deal. You don't make a deal with an active volcano, okay? You don't make a deal with a hungry dragon. Why would you make a deal with a basilisk, whatever kind of basilisk it is?
Well, I didn't want my friends to die. One breath and we'll be turned into ashes.
Okay.
So you trust me to just go and set up tents outside. If you want more cover, you can stay outside the outer circle. And
Very
I
well.
can stay
All
I can stay out here. I can stay outside the outer circle with B Stallion, and I don't have to sleep if you guys are so worried about it.
Yeah, you feel B Stallion kind of like tugging at your cloak in the back. And B Stallion's like, let me see. So yeah, so B Stallion, and then that message is what B Stallion says to you. In the meantime, Yarno is like, all right, let's set up camp for tonight. He's like, Clark, Scrog, Groth, I need you all to be ready to raise the alarm. I guess we're just not gonna get a lot of sleep tonight. So let's go ahead and get set up. And as you guys come back outside, you see like Dusty and Valandro that are kind of listening in. As everybody's kind of coming back out, and Scrog's like, "Oh man," it's like, "I was really hoping to get some rest. Yarno made us do all these freaking chores when we were back at the last camp."
B Stallion said,
That's for you only.
No, but you can relay a message. You can speak, like if your character wants to say something, you can, but that's up to you guys whether you want to say it or not.
So, yeah, if you want to say it, you can. If you don't, you just want to keep it to yourself. That's fine with you.
I'm like, how short are you? Before I relate, if I want to.
Yeah. So with that, they set up camp. Dusty's like, "Oh, he's like, you guys were able to convince a mighty basilisk to not attack?" He's like, "That's something." He's like, "If I could, Creona, if I could speak to you for a moment."
What's this? Sorry.
Dusty here, the gnome scholar.
Sure.
I think
can I
that's
help
a most yeah, he's like, that's a most incredible feat. I've only ever heard of, very few people being able to do something like this, but I would love to record this instance. And he has like a small book that he wants to try to record. He's like, if you would love to tell me about, tell me about the events and what you heard and saw. I think that this would go great in a in our our journal.
Mm, sure.
Valandra's like, she will? She will? Oh, this is so wonderful. And she's like, we'll have tea while we talk about this. She's like, please step into the wagon.
Please step
All
into
right.
my chambers.
Yeah,
That
so the
sounds good.
three of you, let me see. Order, bring to the front. Okay. So yeah, the three of you begin you begin recounting the tale. And so Yarno, as you guys are walking, turns and says, um, to Alatris first. He's like, got a, or no, wait, who still has the, hold on, I'm trying to remember something. Okay, it's Alatris. He turns around to Alatris and he's like, hey, Alatris, you got a minute?
What's up, boss?
He's like, about that staff that you guys had, um, if I may, could I offer you 1,000 gold for that staff?
Why do you
He's
want
like,
this?
I'll tell you what it is. It's a staff of defense. It essentially just casts shield. But what I really want it for is I've been looking for an Eye of the Beholder staff for a long time. Um, it's more of a collectible. It's more of like a endearing item to someone like me. Every wizard needs a good spell casting focus, and I haven't had one for quite some time. And so, having been a scholar at Candlekeep, and having been, associated with the some of the arcane guilds, I think that this would be a good status symbol for someone like myself. That being said, take it to Dusty, have him value it. I don't want to underpay you for this. In fact, I'm willing to offer whatever, double of whatever Dusty is telling you the value of that staff is. It's something personally for me, and that's it. I just, again, it's something that um, I would like, again, just purely for the to show off to other wizards, essentially. So, um, you don't have to sell me that staff right now. It could be at the end of this adventure, but um, I've been looking for something like that for a long time. So that's all. It's just uh, whenever you would like to, um, you know, whenever you'd like to relinquish that, by all means. Again, I want to make sure you're well paid for finding something like this.
I'll think about it, and
Okay.
I'll say, is that all? Is that
Um,
all you wish to speak to me about?
just about. The second thing, and I actually want to mention to the three of you, Mika, he's like, come back over here. Um, this so he kind of, as he gathers you together, he's like, I need also one more favor from the three of you, and Mika included. If you guys have any more of that remedy that you gave to Tori, um, she could really use it right now. She's been very sick. I know that Aaron, of course, I understand. I've been young. He takes a liking to her. She's not doing well, and so if there's anything to help, kind of um, prolong her her wellness, we want to try to get her what we can. But it may come to be that she may have to go back to Oral Bar, you know, somewhere a little bit more stable for the time being.
Yeah,
Again, we don't want to. We
I
don't want
still
to.
have Ashran.
You still have what? You still have some more ash vine?
Yeah.
That's perfect. Oh, again, I can't thank you guys enough. By the way, I also wanted to give you this bag. Um, he's like, I borrowed this from Creona, but you know, I really appreciate uh, I appreciate you guys letting me copy it. And he hands you back the alchemical compendium from Talia. Um, he sits there and like kind of thinks to himself for a second, and he's like, he's like, that's it for tonight. I know you guys, I know that Creona has special powers. She's a druid, and there's not a lot of them. But the skills that she has are really important, and we need to protect her at all costs. Okay? Um, we have no clue what's waiting for us at the top of that mountain. All right? And we need to make sure that everybody is okay getting up there, Tori included. You know, we started this expedition together, and I want to finish this expedition. All right. That's all I have to say. But thank you guys for your help, even if you are making deals with large lizards. And
Lizards have feelings too.
he walks off and he's like, yeah, all right, rich kid. And he walks back into his wagon, and Scrog comes up to you guys and he's like, you know, I took a look around there. He's like, I don't think you guys were lying. There really was a big lizard. I mean, it looks like a dragon used to live in here. Yeah. So, second, let me recharge. I'm gonna charge my headset. He's like, well, um, well, if you guys, if Mika, if you want to help kind of guard this tower tonight, you know, maybe we could get like a sleep rotation or something going. Clark asked me to ask you guys. Yeah, he's like, and the same goes for you two as well. If there's more of us, that means everybody gets more sleep.
And I'll come out on the wagon and I'll tell them.
You're not done telling your stories.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured that this storytelling would take like at least 30 minutes. This is all kind of happening within like the first 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, yeah, if you wanna cut your thing, because you can still hear outside. This is all within earshot. Yeah, you can come out. What were you gonna say?
Everybody get sleep. I was the one that talked and negotiated with this, whatever this was, basilisk. Everyone get sleep. Me and B Stallion will stay out here.
Out of the darkness, Groth, you can hear Groth's voice, and he's like, everyone gets sleep. He's like, we all have to, we have to have some share in guarding, you know, guarding the camp, right? Like, even if there's nothing in here, which we
Right.
took a look around, even if
Right.
there's not, even if the basilisk jumped out of the back, supposedly, and ran off into the night, we still need to guard the tower. Who's to say that the basilisk won't return? Who's to say that something else won't come in? Does that
Right.
make sense?
But if the
So,
basilisk does return, he may get scared of everybody. And I can just tell them. Or I can just tell the basilisk that, hey, you know, these are our friends. These are the 10 friends that I told you that was coming. You know, I will protect you guys. And if I have to wake up somebody, then I will. But I
so
will
what time
protect you.
so what time do you plan on going to sleep tonight? Or are you just gonna stay up all night?
I will stay up all night.
Bad decision. You're gonna exhaust yourself for tomorrow, aren't you? I mean, you guys are going. You guys are part of the forward party. That's not Yarno's wishes. I'd probably rethink that plan. And Clark is like, Groth, we'll think of something. Clark's like, here's what we're gonna do, right? We are the security team. We're gonna make sure that the camp stays safe for tonight. We're gonna have 2 guards posted up here and 2 guards posted back to make sure nobody gets hurt. All right.
Okay, fine.
We're gonna be on a
But
rotation.
I will be
And
here.
Creona, if we need you, we will wake you.
There you go. Thank you.
All
I
right.
can speak with animals, so.
And Groth's like, yeah, she can speak with animals, right? Like that's why she's talking to you. And Clark's like, all right, all right, all right. So, that being said, is there anything you guys would like to do before the evening?
I'll go back in the wagon and continue telling my story.
I'll split it.
You don't need to. It's all good.
Cookies?
Okay. It's popcorn.
Mm. Yeah, we
Okay.
have popcorn too, if you want popcorn.
No, I'm good. I got the chips.
Yeah, so what would you guys like to do before the evening?
I'm gonna respect the wishes of the basilisk, and I'm gonna walk into the tower and go all the way around to the very back of the tower.
As you kind of make your way through, you realize that there's no gap between this, so you do have to kind of move around. Oh, you're gonna walk from the outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're looking around, and you can see that there are multiple scratch marks. Let me see. Yeah, from here you can see there's multiple scratch marks here, like on the side of the tower, where it appears. And you remember that scratching stone sound from earlier? It looks like she jumped. She jumped out of the back at some point in time, whenever you guys were sitting outside, a while back.
Can I look out in the direction that it would have been that she would have jumped out if I could see?
Yeah,
see
you
any
can
more
see that
marks?
Yeah, if you like look down, you can clearly see that there was an impact area where you can see where her paw, like there's a bunch of like large prop footprints. You can see where she landed, like where she most likely landed. And you can pretty easily presume that like she jumped out of the back of this tower like some time ago. Why? You're not sure, but
So
this is,
I'll walk in from that side and see if she may have like left like her eggs or something behind.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a jump up. It's about a 12-foot climb, so you can climb it for sure with an athletics or acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'll try to climb it.
Okay. Give me it's a DC 8, so acrobatics, athletics, whichever one you are best at.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You make it to the top pretty easily, and as you look around, you notice that it looks like she took her eggs with her. The only thing that you can see is that there are some there's like, I guess, kind of stains in the stone, like where it looks like she was either living there, or she may have you're not sure. But the smell of basilisk still kind of lingers within this tower.
Okay. So then, knowing that, then I will just walk straight through.
Okay. Yeah, so you pull your as you come walking straight through, um, you can hear. Let me see. Um, yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna. The night sets in. This is probably one of the first nights that you guys you've experienced in Deadstone Vale where it has not been like a torrential downpour. Um, as you make your way to the other side, you see Groth and Scrog, or sorry, yeah, Groth and Clark, and Clark turns around and he goes, "You came from inside the tower."
Yep, I walked around. Basilisk left.
We figured maybe we can see if we can pull the caravans a little bit up, and maybe we can allow people to stay inside the tower.
Yeah. Just on the off
Yeah,
chance, stay on the outside circle.
yeah, yeah. We'll definitely do that. Okay. That being said, they're going to set up the camp in the meantime. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before the evening concludes?
Is there anything of like value alchemy wise around that we can like?
That's a good question. Give me a let me see. Give me a nature check.
19.
19. Okay. Let me see. All right, let me see. Okay. As you guys are looking around, hanging off the sides of these cliffs, um, you find something called the kissing vine. So let me move this over. Let me see how many you guys find. You find about 4 bundles of kissing vine. And so, looking into the compendium, you guys know that it's a healing reagent, and it combines with other healing effects. So this, yeah, it'll give you a heal over time effect essentially with your potions. So every round you'll heal a small amount more. The only thing that um, every now and again kind of breaks the silence of the night is you can hear the coughing coming from Tori's cart. Bram and Yarno have kind of set up a small fire. And what you guys can hear in the like kind of echoing throughout this tower is Dusty talking about some of the history of these towers and like what they were used for and things like that. While Mika's probably just gonna sit on the edge of the rock. Scrog, of course, is gonna play. Is going to be down here on watch. Okay. And then of course B Stallion is going to be is going to stay by the entrance area. All right. What would you guys like to do?
I'll go up to Dusty with the staff.
To Dusty, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you approach Dusty, and and also the secondary use of, oh, hello, are you here to join the lecture?
No, I have a question for you.
Of course, of course. He's like, Valandra, if you may give us a moment. And Valandra's like, of course. And she starts walking around and like looking around at the sights and scenes. Dusty's like he like readjusts his glasses and he's like, what can I do for you?
Can you tell me how much this is actually worth? And I'll pull out the staff of defense.
Yeah. He holds it for a second and he's like, he looks up and he's like, it's interesting. It's a crystallized Eye of the Beholder. I would say that this staff, and he's like, it has magical properties, right?
I assume, yes. Believe it casts shield.
It's quite a useful spell. Looks like it has a pretty decent amount of charges to it. I would say that a staff such as this would probably be worth something maybe. It's beautiful carving. I mean, like the eye is a little creepy, but in terms of like the carvings on the staff itself, like on the wood portion of it, um, look beautiful. I mean, it's a well carved. And he's like, I think as a purely magical item, I would probably sell it for maybe 250, maybe 300. I would say because of the intricate carvings, I'd probably sell it closer to 350. This is a very nice item. Whoever crafted this, excellent craftsmanship. He's like, but I do have to ask if you don't mind. He's like, we don't, he's like, we're not encountering another town anytime soon, or so why would you ask me about the value of something like this now instead of when we were back at Oral Bar?
Someone in our troop
He
has.
doesn't. He does. Yeah, he doesn't understand that you guys got it at the last camp.
I'll tell him, it's like, well, we recently acquired this, so we wouldn't have been able to sell it back there.
Of course.
But someone in our troop here is really, really interested in this just for the Eye of the Beholder.
He turns around and he looks around and he looks at Yarno. He's like, I think 350 is a fair price.
Are you saying 350 gold or 350,000 gold?
No, 350 gold. I think that's probably the highest that you're going to get for it.
I place my hand on his shoulder and I tell him he has offered me 1,000. And he says whatever you say, he will double. So, there is some leeway here for both of us to come out on top.
That Yarno, he's a strange man for sure. I will say that he is very well connected, so he does have money to offer. 1,000 golds, that's very Yarno. He's the type of person that'll overpay for something that he really wants.
Again,
I mean, I wouldn't be against 1,000 gold. It's not like, I mean, it's probably a drop in the bucket for someone like him. But
so say a number, not what you would sell it for, what we would sell it to Yarno for, and both of us can come out on top. Because remember, he's gonna double it. Say
Yes.
say a number that you feel comfortable with selling it to him,
Mhm.
and if he comes and asks, just stick with the number that you just told.
I think personally, knowing that he's so well connected and knowing that this is something that he desires greatly, this is just me. I would sell it to him for a fair price and earn his trust because he is a man who is very slow to trust others. Now, if you're hoping to walk away with a lot of gold, I say take the 1,000. I mean, what do you have to lose here, right? But there will be, as a man who's lived as many years as I have, I understand that there's always another interaction, and you do work here. And, yes, he is our leader, and yes, he does have a lot of money, but I am the type of person who believes in fair business practices, and even to those who have more than enough to offer, because what you're earning is not just the money. You're earning his trust. I would say, someone like me, I would just sell it to him for the 350. But I understand that I'm not everyone else.
Pat him on the shoulder, and I said, "This is why I come to you."
And you always can. He's like, we haven't known each other for long, but he's like, I'm glad that we picked you up.
I nod my head and I say, "I'm glad to be here."
Hmm. And he stops himself as he's about to turn and walk away, and he goes, You know, I know you've probably heard a lot about this individual, but to a degree, you kind of remind me of Zameo a little bit. I don't know how. I can't put my finger on it, but
So
he's like, either way, I'm sure she would be proud of us. And yeah, and he nods and he goes, "Oh, tup tup, back to the lectures." And he continues. He walks back off and he goes, where was I? And Valandra is like, "Oh, we were talking about we were talking about the etchings." And he's like, "Oh, of course. Now the relationship between the Netherese and the dwarves is quite an interesting one." And their voices carry off as um, you can kind of feel that staff in your hands. You look down at it, and you feel the turmoil within you. Like, what should you do? Um, but of course, only you, the player, can know the resolution of what this character will have with that. That being said, um, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll walk up to Yarno.
Hmm. So as you were kind of walking through because the central area has a little bit more darkness. There's like little torches and lights and things like that all throughout this area, but of course the light only reaches this place is so massive that the light only reaches so far. So as you're walking up, you can the flicker of the campfire that Yarno and Bram have set up, and Yarno's like, and you can hear kind of off in the distance, he's like, "Yeah, but I think, well, our biggest strategy for selling the artifacts, I think the first thing that we need to do is we need to hit the Waterdeep markets." Uh, oh, hold on a second. He's like, "Come on, son, sit down at the fire and come talk with us." And he sees you with the staff in his hand, and he's like, So, I saw you over there with Dusty.
Yep, yep.
Well, anyways, I was thinking that once we finish this expedition, one of the first things that we should probably look to do is we should probably hit the southern markets first before we hit the northern markets. And here's my reasoning behind it, right? I think that the South has always been deficient. Forget that Candlekeep is to the south, right? Think about the other towns. Think about Baldur's Gate, okay? And how far they are and how behind they've been in magic. Everybody knows that Neverwinter is one of the premier cities when it comes to sale of magical artifacts. Now, Lord Neverember in the last few weeks, right, has been stockpiling uh, magical talent in the region. Okay, that can I get a history check from you, Olatris?
15.
15. Okay. Now you understand that Neverwinter is a town that is on the northern edge of the Sword Coast, um, and that its leader, Lord Daggelt Neverember, is a very wealthy man. He is one of the first people that has been that basically created a market for small jobs that are done by adventurers, and Neverwinter is one of the biggest hubs for mercenary work in the north. Um, and so for a long time, he's been hiring wizards, buying magical artifacts, and things of the sort. Now, nobody knows why he's been doing that, but Yarno continues, and he's like, one of the biggest problems up north is there have been numerous battles and small conflicts that have been fought up there, meaning there's a ton of bandits, right? Now, why would he be stockpiling magical items? Here's my belief, okay? I think that with all of the problems that are going on up north, heard from a little bird that they're building a big prison, but this is something different, right? This could be one of the first magically designed prisons that they're going to have somewhere. And Bram's like, stop right there, man. That's ridiculous. So you think, so we're going to go on about this whole floating prison thing, right? That they're going to build, or some floating fortress, which is cool, but nobody's seen anything like that since what? The Netherese Empire? And Yarno's like, exactly. Exactly. That's why he's building it. I think that he's looking for, like, they've been looking to buy Netherese artifacts because they want something. And Bram's like, Netherese? Okay, all right. I mean, that's fine, but it's just, I don't know, building a giant floating, it, whatever. And then Yarno's like, but hear me out. We sell to the southern markets first, and then we save our finest artifacts to sell to Lord Neverember. And Bram's like, I dig it. I dig it. So, and Yarno's like, but anyways, sorry about all that. I know you didn't come here to talk about the intricacies of the magic markets and the sale of magical artifacts. Unless you did come here to talk about the sale of a magical artifact.
I did.
He kind of reclines and he's like, well,
I look at the staff and I flip it to where I'm the eye of the beholder's towards me,
mm-hmm.
and I extend it out towards Yarno.
Yarno's like, son. He's like, he looks at it and he's like, "This thing is so beautiful." Well, as you gaze at him across the flicker of the campfire, he's like, "What would you have it for?"
Now you said you would double whatever Dusty says, right?
This is true.
And I
Now don't get crazy with this. All right. No, you don't hit me with the whole I want 1,000,000 gold offer. You know I don't have that much, okay? Just a lowly worker at the desk like you.
Then I reach back out for it, like, well then, in that case, and I'll just say I'm just kidding. Kid.
Yeah, he like begins to hand it to you. He's like, "Ah." And Bram's like, "Man, this guy." He's like, "This guy."
I trust Dusty. Dusty
Yeah.
says 350.
He's like, 350. So, you want 700 or you want me to hand over 350?
You said you'd double it.
You did say you would double it?
I did say I would double it, and I happily would.
No. Just give me 350.
350 it is. And he reaches into like there's a small like kind of a pouch next to him, and you can hear kind of like coins and like other things kind of jingling around, and he pulls out a small bag. It looks like maybe there's only like maybe a handful of coins in here, and he sets it down next to him and then slides it over to you, and he's like, "Now I know what you're thinking. That's not 350 coins, but take a look at it."
I'll open it up.
Inside of this pouch are 35, let me think. So they're 35 platinum coins. Now you know that there are different types. There's like silver pieces, there's copper pieces. Platinum coins are worth 10 gold coins each. So there's 350, there's 35 in here, and it's the equivalent value of 350. So he goes, now those coins, that's not just, there's a difference between regular gold and that. And while the value's the same, he's like, get this, when you pay in platinum coins, people immediately respect you more. Because there's not too many people who can get their hands on those.
Fair enough.
Pleasure doing business with you, son.
Pleasure is all mine.
Mm-hmm. And he sets this staff like into the bag. So this bag is sitting on the ground, and he slowly like reaches this staff and then lowers it into the bag, and it completely disappears. Not a cauldron of plenty, but it is a bag, yes.
And it's a
bag
of
a very
holding.
nice bag. Yeah, Cowrie, it's definitely a bag that you would respect. Like on the markets, this is a nice bag. Like lots of ladies from Daggerford would definitely love to have a bag of holding, and very few people are able to afford something that nice. So Yarno's like, well, I'm sure that you would more than enjoy talking about the magical markets, but I'm sure there's also a lot of sleep that you're going to need to catch up on. We're almost at the end of this, and you're going on your third day of this expedition, which means you're probably more tired than you think you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Yeah. Don't let he's like, don't let those like Clark and those bugbears tell you that you have to stand watch, all right? And Bram starts kind of laughing.
Let's...
Okay.
Then I'll get up and
walk off into the darkness.
And walk off into the darkness.
All right. You reach the other side of the darkness, and Creona and Cowrie are there. And again, the only thing that you guys hear, kind of breaking the silence of the night, is the coughing coming from Tori. What would you guys like to do?
I'll look at Kaori and I'll say, hey, did you give her medication?
Well, I just have the ingredients. I don't know how to make it.
Give it to me.
That's Creona's job.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
I'll say
Alright.
I'll say no. I can do it. I have.
Does it
Okay.
look like I know how to cook?
Jesse, we need to cook. All right. That being said, yeah, you remember that the potion making set is sitting in the back of the third wagon. You know that you guys have the compendium. Yeah, and I'll let you guys go from there.
Yeah, just make enough. How many do we have?
I've only got 7 left.
Okay. So tell me how you guys are making this potion.
I am gonna go through my stop and look for this ash vine and hand it to Creona.
Okay. How many so Kriana, how many ash vine are you going to use to make this concoction?
So the more we use, the longer the effects.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, the more powerful the effect will be, the more you use of it. So,
You said you got it, so I'll get it. I'll hand it to you. Just.
So
pass
we
the
have
ash.
we have 7. I'll use 2 of them to grind up and.
okay. Yeah. All right. So you grind up 2. Is there any other ingredients that you'd like to add to this concoction?
Probably would use kissing vine.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but
So you add
we don't have sunset
some of the
out.
kissing. Yeah. So after you like peel this kissing vine, you mix it with the ashen root, and after a little bit, after you kind of boil them both together, you let it sit for a little bit, and there's a so normally the ashen root turns this concoction gray, but with the kissing vine, there's like a almost kind of like a green slimy like piece to it at the bottom. And it sits in the jar pretty well. It seems like the 2 ingredients have combined, but again, there's just kind of like almost like a small thin green slimy bottom to it, and it looks completely unappetizing to drink. And so from this, you guys have made how much kissing vine did you use for this? Because I think you had I think you had 4 bundles of it. So how many bundles of kissing vine did you want to use?
Probably 1 just to see what the effects would be.
Okay. Okay, so with one kissing vine, or sorry, yeah, one kissing vine and then 2 ashen root, it'll give you mm, 2 doses, so enough to fill 2 bottles of this stuff. What would you guys like to do next?
I'll hand it back over to Creona. And I'll say, here you go.
What am I doing with this?
This is for Tori.
Go into the second wagon and go ahead and give it to Tori.
Okay, so as you approach the second wagon, you see that Arin's in there, kind of sitting next to her while she's like curled up in like a small sleeping bag, coughing, and he's like, "Oh, Creona, it's always good to see you here. You've we can't thank you enough for the fact that you just show up, you know, when nobody else would come see her, you're here for us, and it makes a lot of difference." As you can see, he kind of like begins to break into tears a little bit, and he's like, I've been so worried about her condition. It's like whatever's bothering her is like almost in the air or something." As she coughs, and Tori's like opens her eyes and she goes,
Look at this text.
she's like, yeah. So Creona like um, she sees, sorry, Tori sees you, Creona, and she like grabs your hand and she like kind of kisses the top of your hand, and she's like, thank you for showing up.
Of course. Always.
And then you give her the bottle. Arin helps her drink it, and she's like, she can kind of feel it in her chest. She's like, there's a bit of discomfort for maybe the first like 2 or 3 minutes, but finally she's like, thank you. I don't feel as much pain anymore with this. And she takes a deep breath, finally, for the first time, and Arin's like, it seems like she might actually get some good rest tonight. And Tori's like, it really makes a difference that friends like you are here. And she looks up at Arin, and Arin's like, it's okay. You don't have to make the distinguishment. I already know. As he like runs his fingers through like the top of her hair, um, you can see that the two of them are very, like, have gotten a lot closer in the last few days. Um, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll walk up.
No, it's me.
Yeah, I will walk up
Oh.
and I
You
will
like climb.
I will tell Brianna, did you give him the other bottle for later?
Reach into my little thing and have a like, an extra one.
Yeah, Arin's like, you know what? This is fantastic. He's like, I tell you what, I'm gonna take hold of this, but given the fact that these doses probably last for about 2 days, this will be enough to help us get all the way up and get back to Oral Bar by the time we're done with this expedition. He's like, I think that we're actually gonna be okay with this. He's like, this is so awesome. You guys, how did you know to make all these doses for us? Anyways, I feel like it's almost kind of cliche at this point that we keep thanking you guys, but things really would not be the same if you didn't help. So, all right, I know you guys have to go out and get more things done tomorrow. We'll leave you here, but he's like, we'll leave you alone, but we hope to see you guys in good health and spirits when we get to the end of the next zone. Hmm. He's like, may the gods be with you as you hop out of the back of the wagon. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before the end of the night? Okay. Okay. Where are you guys staying at? As eventually Valandra and Dusty return back to the wagon.
We'll go right where Foot started.
Okay. So we're gonna set up all the bedrolls here. Okay. Yeah. So you guys set your bedrolls up. For the first time in this expedition, you guys can see the night sky, which is pretty cool. And eventually, while you guys are resting throughout the night, Mika, you notice a fifth bedroll or a fourth bedroll shows up, and Mika stays sleeps next to you guys. And the evening ends, the morning comes, and as you guys wake up, the daylight begins to pour through some of the holes in the tower. The golden morning sun comes in, and you can feel the heat immediately begin to kind of warm up the rest of the tower. Let's see, with that, Clark, so you guys would see Clark sleeping in the corner over here, and Scrog would be sleeping in the other corner. Okay. You guys wake up before everyone else, and Mika is also kind of sitting up already. She's probably the first one to wake. And she goes, well, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Miko.
I'm excited for the last day.
Why is that?
We are out of this valley, and we are going to head up the sheer facing. This has been quite the adventure. She's like, Mika has also kept a small diary of all the events, and of course my good friendship with a a very stout fellow, Olatris. As she kind of opens up, and she's been writing notes this entire time about everything, and she like has the Nothric drawn, and it's in it's in this cute little drawing of this super evil Nothric, and there's everybody's scared, and then Olatris is got his big he's got his short sword, and he stomps on this thing, and the next one.
I'll laugh and I'll say that's a very accurate drawing of what happened.
She's like, of course it is. After about maybe 30-45 minutes, Yarno and Bram, Yarno's awake, Bram's kind of drinking coffee, and Yarno walks over to you guys. Clark gets up, eventually switches out. Groth is sleeping during the day. Scrog is up, and Aaron is also up making coffee, breakfast, things like that. Yarno's like, well, rise and shine, everyone. Today is a very important day. We are almost at Deadstone Cleft. This is, he's like, I can just feel the excitement welling up in my bones. He's like, isn't that right, Aaron? And Aaron's like, Aaron's in a good mood this morning. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, we're gonna have a special, he's like, I'll make some special, breakfast this morning for everybody. So, that means, what's that?
Howard's like, bread?
He's like, yeah, actually, bread indeed. Thanks to courtesy of, Dusty and Valandra, they've decided that they want to share some of their bread. He's like, unlike a certain nice haired someone else who has not shared any of their cake. Yes, I have taken note of it.
We can share over coffee.
Okay. All right. Well, if you want to add some of the cake to the breakfast menu, then by all means.
I will say this is special cake.
Special cake, huh? And Yarno's like, yeah, there better not be anything unnatural in that. As breakfast gets made, everybody gets a slice, like a small dosage of the happy cake. So for the next hour and a half, I will describe everything in the most optimistic way possible for you guys. Anyways, that being said, Yarno's like, well, now that we've had some of the best breakfast that I think I've had so far to date, thanks to be to Aaron. Who would you guys like to take with you, and what time of day would you like to go?
Um, I would say we leave now and take Mika with us.
He's like, well, okay. Mika, are you against this? And Mika is never against, more adventure.
And what
And
time of day
Yarno,
it is? Is it? Sorry.
right now it's the morning. You said you guys want to go during the day.
Who likes to sleep?
You guys already rested. It is
Oh.
the evening. Now it's the morning.
Make sure you take off to take a long rest. You get your spell slot back.
Go ahead and change the music here.
Confirm. There you go.
As you guys are deciding, you can feel the heat is rapidly rising as it comes to its daytime temperature here in Deadstone Valley of about like 95 degrees plus. You can feel the warm, dry winds billowing through the valley here. So yeah,
I mean, I guess we can go now.
you want to go during the daytime? Okay.
Mr. Elatris over here always just never sleeps and just wants to keep going.
Oh,
Karen's like, well, go ahead.
sorry. I would have woken up in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Cass. And I would have taken all those split ends off of Kaori.
Give me a performance check.
Performance.
How mean.
8.
An 8? All right. Are you trying to make this look good or bad?
As good as
Nah.
good as I can.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
I rolled a natural 1, dude, I would have been like, "Oh, this is all bad."
That'd be funny if you rolled a natural 1 and you said you're trying to make it look bad. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, no, trying to make it look good because I know he loves his hair, but the split ends.
Okay. All right. So, Calgary, you notice that your hair is a little bit different. Do with that information what you will. That being said, Yarno's like, all right, ladies and gents. Well, today is a excellent day to go out. Make sure you guys take mass. The miasma is a little bit thicker in this valley than it was in days prior. Keep your wits about you and stay together. And he's like, and Mika? And Mika's like, well, yes. Mika, that um, make sure that when you get to a new place, if there's some kind of bat out of hell that's staying there, make sure you eliminate it. No more deals with deadly creatures. Okay, this could have gone really bad for the rest of us. Um, and Tori walks out. Tori comes out, and you could hear her in the back, being like, "Wow, Aaron, this is a really great breakfast. You did an excellent job." Um, okay. So that being, yeah, she's.
Is it excellent because she's excellent? Did she have some cake?
She did.
Okay.
She did, yeah. Yeah. So with that, as you guys look out into the morning sun coming over the mountaintops, you see that this zone is a little bit different. As you can see, as you guys are looking out into the distance, you can see that there is a camp situated somewhere off into the hills, to the northeast. Can I get an Arcana check from the party? And this will be a 9.
Natural 1.
Natural 1, okay. 8. And 13. I don't know. I think you rolled from advantage on accident.
No, I have an advantage on Arcana check.
Okay. Okay. So after you guys like look out into the horizon, you notice that there's a camp. You can't quite tell if it's a mirage or not, but it does look like that somebody else is been out here. But with that, we will go ahead and conclude the session. Thank you guys very much for playing. I think it was an interesting. I like how you guys handled the basilisk. Honestly, I think that was some good thinking, some really good on the fly thinking. So, we'll play.
Here,
go ahead.
Here, take him. I'll just say what you were gonna say because I know what you're gonna say. Yeah. So, I had like this brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Right, to have cast command on the basilisk and just tell her to stop. Right?
I don't think command works on beasts.
Does it?
I think there's a stipulation for it. Yeah, I think there's a stipulation for it that beasts actually do not. The only spell that works with like controlling animals would be things like dominate animal, or I think there's a few other spells, but I'm not sure, because I think part of the command is that they have to be able to understand it. So unless somebody who can speak with animals naturally, like the druid, I think the druid would be the only one that could actually command a beast.
Okay. Yeah, but that was my train of thought was, Cass would cast command, tell it to stop. Creona would be like, "Hey, look, we mean you no harm. Let's just come to an agreement."
Right, yeah.
But then
that'd have been an interesting interaction.
Yeah, it definitely would have. That's why as soon as you said like, "Oh, it speaks," I'm like, "Oh, you have spells.
Yeah,
you can do things."
And that's when he was like, that's when he said, "This is your time.
This is your time to."
And you wanted to just do command and then stop what?
Oh, and then just have it like completely stop. Like it just stops doing whatever it's doing and just stands still.
And then what would we do?
She would cast speak with animals, and then she would be communicating.
Yeah.
She would communicate with it, to basically just to have it like ease up, be like, hey, look, we're not here to like hurt you or anything. We just need you to like bounce. Like we need you out of here.
But I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I think that like it worked out anyways.
Oh
in the
yeah,
end.
for sure. As soon as Gus was like, yeah, hey,
He talks.
she talks. I was like, oh, perfect. Time for you to get into your character, become the druid that you wanted to be, and make this thing, be our friend to an extent.
I was actually thinking that she was gonna say, like, be our friend.
Oh,
Like, I thought she was gonna ask her to join like the party.
oh,
Like, hey,
yo,
let's join
that
us.
that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome if it joined our
Can you
if it joined
imagine
our
having
party.
a basilisk as part of our party?
Yo, that would be sick. That would be like I think Gus would have had to have made the rest of the third leg of our journey like 10 times harder because now we have basically a heavy
Oh,
hitter.
I can tell you exactly what I would have done. You ready for this?
Let's
This is
do
what
it.
I
Let's
would have
do
done.
it.
You like ask her to be a part of your party. She says, "Yeah, sure," and then all of a sudden it's
Yes. Yes, that would be like the next battle that we end up doing is the final
just then,
battle. Oh man, yes. Yes. Oh.
like go ahead and give her a name, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna name her Bessie," and it's like, "So hey, Bessie, we're gonna be best friends." And Bessie's like, "Yeah," and then
And she's like,
it's like,
Just pounces.
Yeah, just straight up murders all of
Pounces
us.
friggin' on Mika.
One
did
hit.
you just touch my eggs? Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Yeah, oh dude, to hear that, oh dude, I would have like gotten chills. I would have been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay in the back. I'm gonna stay in the back and just start casting, healing word because that's my cantrip. I just cast that every time. Every time it's my turn, I'm just all right.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds like a tough battle. I hope you guys got that.
Yeah.
I ain't dying again.
I ain't dying again. Yeah, hell no, man. Not after Zameo.
Yeah, yeah,
Whew.
yeah. You know, it's strange. I usually when I make the sessions like really like jam packed with stuff. Um, they go a certain way, but I feel like some of these sessions where they kind of have this like natural flow to them, I like these better. Like it feels good when you guys like have little moments to do stuff.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
yeah. Especially to deal with that
Um.
basilisk. Like that was like so that was clutch because yeah, it's like I like I said earlier, like I had planned it with Janine already, and I was just like, yeah, this is what we need to do. And I was like, oh well, wait, it's not really gonna work because me and Miko are right there, and we're about to poke it with our swords, and then be like, hey, you're not here to harm me. Like, what the fuck was this? And I was like, never mind. And then you're like,
Yeah.
it talks. I was like, time to shine, time to shine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's funny because as I was like thinking, right, and our best friends are watching the. Well, they're gonna hate me for saying that, but if they're still watching, um,
oh, is
She
it
was-
still on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still on.
she was texting me, or she was texting the group chat, and she was like, "Say abracadabra." I was like, "What?" Like, I don't have that. I have to speak to
Yeah,
this.
they don't.
alien.
They don't quite understand the
This session.
the concept of playing D&D.
Yeah.
It's not-
There's a game that I used to play called Elden Ring, and one of these bosses is like a giant snake, and somewhere if it grabs you and you don't have enough health, it's like the kill move that it makes is it throws you up in the air and eats you. I was like, that'd be so funny. If you guys fought this thing, I would have if not if you guys died, but if it was able to get a hold of you with like one of its eight, because it's got like 8 hands, it would try to throw one of you guys up in the air and eat one of you,
Yeah.
like just swallow you whole.
Yeah, then at that point there's a mission to quickly kill this thing and then carve whoever was eaten out of it.
Yeah. It'd have been something like this, like single slam, throw them up in the air, Scooby.
I said you would die like a bitch.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say that, but yeah. So I always like large creatures because I think there's a lot of interesting things that you can do with bigger creatures. Like especially if like let's say this was a snake that you guys were fighting, like this little caravan thing right here. So something I've actually recently explored was like let's say you guys are fighting like a giant snake or something like that. What I would do is I'd feature it as maybe 3 parts. So one health bar would represent the entirety of this creature, but it would always be like some kind of joining, like a disjointed creature would operate have like independent limbs that operate.
Mm.
So like if it had like a scale broken or like a infection in its tail, if you attack the tail, it would it'd be easier to hit, but it would also cause the creature to deal a little bit more damage or something like that, right? But then it would make this really interesting to deal with instead of just dealing with it as one single, this is the snake and the snake moves here and the snake moves there. Instead, you could do something like, the snake wraps around, climbs up the center beam, and spits acid down at this character or something like that, right? And you're like, well, I'm gonna shoot its tail. Like I'm gonna go around and shoot its tail again because it doesn't like that.
Yeah.
So I may feature something like that in the future for large creatures. Of course, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything like that in this particular campaign, but I may try doing something like that in the future if you guys fight like a dragon or like a some kind of like Amazonian python. But yeah. But like I said, if you guys think of any other suggestions for like the intro music, I'd be willing to change it up a little bit. And then if there's any other kind of suggestions you guys have for the sessions and things like that, like directions that you want to take your character in, by all means, let me know and I can make that happen. So if one of your characters is like, if one of you guys are like, I want my character to be a warlock, then I can arrange that scene where you guys make the deal with, let's say it's like let's say you guys, you're like, I want to be a Fey warlock. Well, then I would have you guys like meet up with some fairy or something, right? A great fairy, kind of like, the great fairy fountain, right?
Mm.
It's like, oh, I will lend you this power, but only if you, I don't know, right? Some kind, I don't know, or a deal with a demon or something like that, right? But something in order to give you that class or that thing. Also, all you guys should be 3rd level, right?
I was
Oh,
I
I'm
was
still
second.
level 2.
Okay.
I'm still
Sorry.
level 2.
After this session, yes, all of your your characters need to be 3rd level after this session.
Can we do that again?
So just go to manage.
Manage character levels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I get to choose which one I want. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're level 3, so let's see here. So click on your druid subclass, scroll down, and then so make sure you read this so that way you understand it. And then you would choose you get one choice of a spell, of a land spell. And then you can select each one, and it'll pop up like a description of like kind of like what it does. So we're burning hands, okay? So you just figure it out. Me, on the other hand, this is fun.
Fire or ice?
I think at third level as a druid, you also get some really interesting abilities. I think, let me see.
To choose a subclass.
Yeah, her subclass was a
Yeah.
circle of land. That was the only option that I gave her.
Oh, that sucks. You know what? I do. Okay. I think at some point I will purchase some of the books and things like that so you guys can customize. Because when you're in my campaign, you can customize your characters and things like that to a little bit greater degree.
Yeah, we have the 2014 Player's Handbook.
I'll let you guys use anything from this 2014 Player's Handbook. Like if you want to make it something else, like you'll have something on paper. You're like, on the screen, but really, like you can operate out of this as much as you want. Like I'm not gonna be like, well, it doesn't say Circle of the Moon on the screen, so like just play the class and play the subclass you want.
Which one did I choose? What I said?
You chose Circle of the Moon in that
Mm-hmm.
dream.
Yeah, you chose Circle of the Moon, so we have to. I need to go find that book. I think I know where it is. I don't think it's on.
I think it might be at the.
When I tried to level up, it doesn't give me the next spell cast, like level 2 spell cast.
It should expand your spell slots. Like you should be able to choose more spells.
Yeah, so like
if I'm not mistaken.
for mine, like when I selected level 2 for Blood Hunter, I had to click down on class features, and then it gave me my fighting style and then Crimson Right.
Yeah. So for Bard, between what you were a first level Bard, now you're a second level Bard.
Yeah.
So yes, you should be able to you should have one more spell slot and you should know one more spell. And then as your levels go up, you're gonna drastically increase. So once you hit third level Bard, um your spell knowledge should drastically open up.
Okay, so like I can hit one more spell slot.
Correct. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, you're second level Bard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes.
I don't have the second level spell. I just get another first level spell.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish that they didn't call the spells levels. I wish they called it like tiers, but yes, technically, like even though as you're going up in your knowledge, um, you don't get second level or second tier spells until level 3 Bard.
To choose a subclass, even though it's not the one that I chose.
Yeah,
It'll.
so what we'll do for the sake of dealing with the system is just choose Circle of the Land, but I will let you play as a Circle of the Moon druid. So what I would do is maybe have like a paper sheet with your abilities and stuff like that written down, and that way, um, you can still largely still play
Mhm.
the game without too many hiccups.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to find
And I
that
do
book.
apologize that I don't own any of the books. Like I haven't bought into them. But
If
I'll
anything,
start
we
buying.
can.
Yeah.
We have a friend. One of our friends has a whole bunch of books.
Yeah, but their player handbooks are the 2014 editions, not the 2024.
Yeah.
I
And so
think
what happens is, go
I,
ahead.
I, I think on my other D&D Beyond account, I bought the 24 player's handbook. So I think I have that on there.
Is that what we're playing? Is that
You
the
can
book?
use either one. You can use the 2014 or the 2024. But the issue is even though we have the physical books
Hmm.
here,
It won't show
what the
on here.
system only recognizes is if I've purchased the digital version of that book. So basically, they won't let me use any of the parts of the books that I don't technically own, even if I have the book right here, which I think is ridiculous. So basically, it's like buying. I have to like almost buy the books twice.
That's silly.
It. This is what happens when Microsoft takes over. Um, Not Microsoft, but they hired a CEO from Microsoft. So he runs D&D Beyond like it's Xbox Live, basically.
No. So you finished selecting everything that you were supposed to? Okay, so you can scroll up and click on what's next. And then view character sheet. And then you can go to, you should have some extra stuff there. It looks like you do actually have some extra stuff. So, no. Spells. You don't gain inventory stuff. So like Ray of Frost, stuff like that. Yeah, that's new. Yep. So you gained everything that you get at level 3, and then oh yeah, because that's at first level. You can cast it at first level. You can cast it. I believe you should be able to cast it at like second level too. Oh no, no, you should only be able to cast at first level.
I can't use it.
No, you can. No, you just scroll down and then uncheck those 2 boxes. Is this Final Fantasy? Oh no. This is Dragon Age.
Yeah, DQ1, Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
the Final
Go ahead.
Fantasy one. When you're at Midgar, or when you leave Midgar and you're
Yeah.
in the overworld,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good one.
Yeah. There's some other songs that I've really enjoyed too, and it's from FF Tactics. So not this one, but
It's
like
not it. It's not this.
although this music, I would say the only issue that I have with it is it doesn't really translate well to D&D sometimes. Nope, not that one. But let me see. It's all in Japanese, so of course it is. But like some of them are really good. Like I definitely play this for like a if you guys fought like a demon that like revealed itself. Like it's like, oh, the mayor's been acting really weird lately. And then you go to the mayor and the mayor's like been possessed by some creature, you know?
Hmm.
And it's like, oh haha, I'm the I've been the demon the whole time. I like some of this stuff, but it's a little PlayStation 1, you know? It
Yeah.
just sound it's just like it's not as good as like a symphonic, you know, thing like the not that one, but what was I playing? Oh, it's not as good as like something like this. I feel like this has so much more like it's just better. I love the mood of this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, like what is that thing? I don't know. It's in the dark. Like long shadows are cast and terrible things happen in the night,
Yeah.
but you, the brave adventurers, are going through. The tactics music, it feels a little video gamey. I mean, it's okay, but um, but yeah, I just love this kind of stuff much better.
Yeah, I like
It almost
this.
kind of feels a little Star Warsy, like with
Mm-hmm.
the some of the tune, like it's like, and it you can apply it to so many things with some of the other game music. I don't know, it just doesn't translate as well. There's some other songs that I think do really well for adventure, but the only problem I have with it is like Skyrim's music. Skyrim's music is just you like it's Skyrim, you know. Yeah, this I mean this very like open-ended kind of I'm just exploring around, I'm out in the wilderness at the edge of civilization. I like this music for it. Um but yeah. But again, I'm always on the hunt for like better music. Um, it's tough, and I think if you have good music, I think it definitely like sets a tone other than playing like you know nothing, having nothing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the game that I play in, the DM, I think he's still kind of hitting his stride, but he really loves like the Witcher music. It's just he plays the same song for every battle, so after a while, I just mute the music and just start playing my own stuff. He
Yeah,
like Yeah,
it just becomes stale.
it does. It does. It's like it's cool like the first like 10 times you hear it, but then like after that, like we've been playing this campaign for like almost 3, yeah, it's like almost 2 years at this point. Like he's had the same song for every single one, um so yeah, if you guys find any like I said, if you guys ever find any good music, I 100% would love to add more good music to the with your suggestion, Mike. I will 1000 play like percent play Sephiroth's theme for the final boss. I'd be super happy to do it too.
Yeah, the one-winged
And
angel.
you guys, yeah, when that theme starts playing, you guys like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, like what? The basilisk the whole time
Yeah,
who's
right.
been stalking us? Nah.
Just faintly hear it in the background. It's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man. Like one of the campaigns that I have heard a lot about, it was the Vecna fight. That
Mm-hmm.
campaign.
Mm-hmm.
That campaign, like everybody says, oh yeah, you got to be like level 20. You got to be max level to do
Yeah,
that.
he's that. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But yeah, man, like this is my character is looking pretty good now. Finally got my crimson right,
Mm-hmm.
so I get to essentially like I can drag one of my swords like along like my arm or something or my leg,
Yeah.
and that weapon is now a fire weapon, but I deal 1d4 necrotic damage to myself,
Okay.
and then when I make an attack with it and I hit, I deal my normal weapon damage plus 1d4 of damage of the type that I chose, which I think I chose lightning.
That's really cool. I've had an idea for creating new classes. So one of them is the idea of like I want to call it warlock, but essentially what you're doing with warlock is you are bargaining with your own life force to cast spells. So instead of taking a spell slot, instead what it does is you use your HP for spells. And so like for certain spells, so like curses will restore your HP over time. So if I hit you with curse 1, let's just say curse 1 will transfer, 2 health per turn for 3 turns to the warlock. And so if the warlock's hitting somebody every turn, you're gaining, 2, 4, 6, 6 HP per turn back.
Yeah,
So you can cast bigger and bigger spells. So it's this system where you hit some of these curses and then you can start casting bigger and bigger spells. So like Hellfire Orb or something like that, that costs 5 HP, but you know, I mean, you're hitting somebody with a something relatively powerful. Also, if you're kind of a backline fighter anyways,
yeah,
maybe you just start off the battle with a really powerful spell. You get yourself low, but you can still drink potions with a bonus action. So I cast a big spell, bonus action with a potion. Stuff like that I think would make for an interesting class. It would make for a class that always has to be cognizant of your own life force, and you don't want to use too much of your own
of your own
of your
life
own
force.
self.
Yeah,
Yeah, to the point where your magic consumes you.
yeah. It's
I
like
think that would be a cool idea for a
magic always comes
class.
at a price.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. And you have to think before you just, you got to think about the cost each time you cast a spell. And a miss could be devastating,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Or it'd be like you cast your spell, right? You miss, then that spell only takes like half of whatever the HP was supposed to be, as opposed to
Yeah.
like if it hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think what I would do is the cost would always be like 1 or 2 HP, but then the returns, so the returns are always going to be greater than the cost, but you have to hit your spells basically.
Yeah,
If you're not
so
hitting your spells, then you're yeah. But go ahead.
so like essentially like you can cast like a level 20, like what's supposed to be like a level 20 spell, and
Hmm.
you know it cost you like you basically drop yourself down to 1 HP, but if it hits, that's huge damage. Like you could potentially like use that in like the early game,
Right.
and just basically
Yeah.
one shot everything, but like at what cost though, right? Like you're down to 1 HP, right? And then yeah, you use a bonus action for healing potion, but that
Hmm.
doesn't heal you that much. And then now say you don't kill the boss in that one hit. Now that boss is focused on you because you just hit it super hard, and now you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, I think stuff like that um would make for an interesting class. Other classes I've thought about would be like I don't really have like a solid name for it, but it'd be like the crossbowman or like the musketeer. And so essentially it all kind of revolves around hitting your shots. The more shots you hit, the more um like the more skill points that you'll gain, and then you can use them for to like gain an extra bonus action or something like that for that round or whatever. But it would just allow you to do more things the more you can hit your targets. So it starts off a little slow, but then as the battle goes on longer. But I don't know. Like I said, eventually I would like to create a new setting and a new system. So I think I told you about that new system. I was thinking the futuristic one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, man, still working on all the nuts and bolts. All right. Well, that's gonna end things for now. It's almost 10 o'clock. You good? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna hop off. Um, but I will catch.
We're gonna talk about wedding stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see y'all later.
Okay. Bye, Mom.